Hello, Project Lead the Wares. It is Remote Learning Day number 22. It's Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. All right. So, yesterday you guys watched episode 8 of Think Like a Coder. Hopefully you guys thought that was pretty cool. We're just going to have to wait for the next 2 episodes. I'm not sure exactly when they're going to drop, so I'll kind of keep an eye on it and see. But there will be eventually 10 episodes. I'm not sure exactly if they'll all be done before the end of the school year. So, today I'm going to have you guys start a project. It's kind of a couple day project. It's not actually due until next Monday. People have done this in the past. You may or may have not done this in a different class, but it's called the Flip Animation Project. So if you think about, like, I don't even know if you guys have ever seen one of those flip books where you can kind of like flip through the pages. You kind of like twirl it and you can see it, like it looks like someone's running or somebody's moving. If you look at like the little picture on the bottom, that's how they actually used to do like Mickey Mouse cartoons and stuff. You would draw Mickey Mouse, and then you would draw Mickey Mouse just a little bit, a little bit of like maybe his hand moves just a little bit. And if you put enough of those together, it makes it look like it's smooth. Pretty much how they do like Disney animations and stuff today. Although today they use a lot of coding and computers and the kind of stuff like that. We are going to go old school, and we're going to go back to that idea of having kind of like a flip animation, okay? And we're going to use, instead of paper, we're going to use Google Slides, okay? So I've got a couple different videos down below for you guys to watch, all right? One kind of talks a little bit about how to find an image that you might want to use for this. So we're going to use PNG images, if you can find them, that have a transparent background. It makes it a little bit easier for you to work with it, although you don't have to have a transparent background, okay? You're going to take a Google slide. You're going to put a kind of like a storyboard, okay? So think of a storyboard. You might have something that includes different spaceships shooting each other. You might have a scene where it's a zoo and you have different animals. You might have something happening on an ocean, like maybe there's some motorboats or something on an ocean. Anything that you can imagine that's going to be your storyboard on that Google slide presentation, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to create one. You're going to duplicate it. And when you duplicate it, you're going to move whatever object you want to move just a little bit. Then you're going to duplicate that slide. You're going to move it just a little bit again. And you're going to keep moving the objects that you want slide by slide, so that when you're done, you're going to go back to slide number 1. And then you just hit the down arrow key. And it's almost like you're flipping through a book, and it's going to go through the entire animation. Okay? Now, you want to kind of have a game plan and think about what kind of objects you want in there. So like, let's say maybe you want 2 different spaceships on the same slide. You'll want to start with both spaceships there, or at least have an idea of what you want, so that you don't have to come back later and add another element. All right. So you got to kind of plan a little bit. I did put a really good example. It's actually from Peyton. She did an amazing one with Spider-Man from a previous class. And so I included a video of that. So what I did was I pulled up her Google slide presentation and just hit the arrow key, and it just advances through. And I just recorded that on the screen. It's super cool. It shows like Spider-Man and his web, and there's like a plane, and there's like a bucket of water and stuff. So when she did that, it actually ended up being over 1,000 slides. All right. So a Google slide presentation with over 1,000 slides, which seems like a lot, but basically all you're doing is you're duplicating, copying it down, adding it, duplicating it, changing something, duplicating it. So it takes time, but like when you think of like 1,000 slides, that seems like almost like just mind-blowing. But you can duplicate it and stuff like that, and it doesn't take like an immense amount of time, okay? So project is create some kind of like little mini animation movie type thing. I'm not going to give you a certain amount of time, it doesn't have to like last a certain number of minutes. I'm not going to tell you it has to be a certain number of slides. Have fun with it. Make it as advanced as you want. It can be something that's just like an art design as well, that kind of like changes colors or something. I just want you to create some kind of flip animation, and you're going to turn that in next Monday. I think it's the 27th maybe. but it'll be next Monday. So I'm going to give you like several days to work on it. So first of all, come up with a plan, watch the videos so you have an idea on kind of like how to build it and stuff. And then in a couple days, we'll also have a video check-in on a Zoom. So if you want to like go to that Zoom and ask some questions and stuff like that, we can do that. But I just want you to kind of think about how you want to plan this out, start making it, look at the videos, and just have fun with it. It's kind of like an old-fashioned animation type thing, but instead of using paper and pencil, you're going to actually be doing it on computer. And then knowing that like once you figure out kind of what we're doing, we could kind of talk about it at the end, but you know, you can create code that would essentially move those items. So like today, somebody wouldn't have to like do that by hand necessarily. You could actually create like an algorithm or some kind of code that would make an object move on the computer screen. Okay, so Flip Animation Project. Watch the little videos I have down below. Watch Peyton's example. Peyton did a really good job, okay? So obviously didn't pick like a horrible example. She did an awesome job, but I know you guys can do awesome jobs as well. Think about being creative. Have a good time. Enjoy it. Have a good Tuesday, and we'll see you guys back here tomorrow on Wednesday. All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks.